Okay guys, so we're going to begin learning rhythm study number 1. In this lesson we're just going to look at the first couple of bars of rhythm study number 1, because we've already learnt the G chord and the A minor chord. And if you're not too sure of how to play the G chord or the A minor chord, you might want to go back to the 2 previous videos and just practice those for a little while before you have a go at this. So we're going to take a look at, as I've said, rhythm study number 1. So you want to open up your LCM handbook and open up to page 10. And rhythm study number 1 is at the top of the page. So we're just going to talk about some of the things we need to know first before we get strumming, okay? So you'll see there at the top of the page, just below where it says rhythm study number 1, it says strum pattern, okay? And that's telling us, that strum pattern is telling us how we're going to strum. That's what that means. And below the words strum pattern, you'll see that we have 4 notes, okay? And you would have learnt that these black notes last 1 beat each. So we have 4 notes that last 1 beat each. And what that is telling us is that we will need to strum 4 times for each bar. And each strum is going to last 1 beat each. Okay, so just keep that in the back of your head as we begin. So let's take a look down at our rhythm study, and you'll see it starts off and you'll see the letter G, and then in the next box it says A minor, and then in the next box it says C, and so on. We're just going to take a look at the first 2 boxes, or as we call them, bars, because as we know, music is divided up into bars. So what we're going to do is get our G chord. So remember, 3rd finger right down to the 1st string, and we're in our 3rd fret. Now, as I said at the beginning of the video, we're going to do 4 strums that last 1 beat each, and we're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4 as we strum. Now you might be asking yourself, Andrew, what's a strum? Well, all we need to do to strum is that we're going to take, in this case we're going to take our thumb, and we are going to pretend our thumb's like a brush, and we're going to strum all the bottom 3 strings like this, and that's a strum. Okay, so we're going to do that 4 times, okay, because that's what the strum pattern is told us to do. So we're going to start out with our G chord, and we're going to strum 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then once we do that, we have completed the first bar on our rhythm study. And as you'll see, the next bar says a capital A and a small m, and that's our A minor chord. So what we want to try and do then is go to our A minor chord. So as you've already learnt, your 1st finger is on the 2nd string, 1st fret, and then your 2nd finger is on the 3rd string, 2nd fret, okay? And you're going to strum again 4 times, and you're going to strum the bottom 3 strings. So we go like this: 1, 2, 3, 4. Now what I want you to practice doing is moving between the G chord and the A minor chord. Okay, now when you first start practicing this, you'll find that there is a big pause between moving from G to A minor. So it might sound a little bit like this. And at the beginning that's absolutely fine, but what you want to do as we practice over the next number of weeks and months is that you want to be able to move smoothly from one chord to the next without any stopping or hesitation. So it'll sound like this, hopefully, with some practice. And you see there, I was able to move from one chord to the next without stopping. So pause the video now and practice moving between G and A minor. So strum G 4 times and then move to A minor. So one of the things that's really important when doing your rhythm studies is to strum nice and evenly and smoothly, not to speed up or slow down. And so what I would recommend that you do is count 1, 2, 3, 4 as you move between the chords. So that way that will help you maintain a nice steady pace. So it goes like this, starting off on G, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then change to A minor, 1, 2, 3, 4. So count out aloud as you do that, okay? So practice moving between those. We'll learn the other chords, C and E minor, in the lessons that come up ahead, and I'm sure you'll be an expert by the time we get through all of that. The reason that we're doing 4 strums per bar is that, as you'll see at the very start, we've got 2 number 4s at the start of our music. So that means that's called a time signature. And the 4/4 tells us that there are 4 beats or 4 counts in each bar. So that's why we're counting up to 4 each time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then A minor. 1, 2, 3, 4. So have a go at that, keep practicing, and I'm sure I'll see you in class.